Hi, welcome everyone. This is Glenda Dawson from Glenda's Magical Creations. I have Eric Huysmans, I have Jazz, I have Miriam, and of course the council with us. Thank you for following us and following our journey, and I'm hoping that you are also following your own journey through this. And if you also get a calling to be with us and to join us, please email me or Eric, and then we could arrange that. You don't have to be on camera. You could be off camera. You don't even have to use your real name. You could have a pseudonym. So there's no real excuse to not join. Your identity will never be shown if you do not wish that. So with that being said, welcome everyone.
Hi.
Welcome Eric and council. Welcome Jess, welcome Miriam. It is lovely to be here with you guys to share this moment. And, just let the council lead us where it needs to lead us. Any words, Eric or council?
Yes, as far as I know, the council is here.
Okay.
Andromeda is here, the Arcturians are here. If you, Glenda, can feel them coming in from your back, and they're restored
right here.
more or less. They're right.
Right here. I felt the tingling right away.
Yeah. And they literally say hi. I don't know whether it's somebody specific. I think so, but that's up to you.
Yeah, it is the same Andromeda that keeps coming.
Okay.
So that's kind of like our liaison.
Yeah, and they ask whether we would like, that's up to us more than up to them, if we would like to go to the spaceship or not, that's up to us to do that. So whatever you feel that is comfortable or correct.
I feel spaceship today would probably be good.
Okay.
It's raining over here. We don't want to get wet. Okay.
Okay, we're in a meeting room.
Yes.
There are 4 people extra.
Yes.
First question, why? If you can go there, Glenda.
Okay. Okay, those 4 extra people are in the process of getting prepared for this type of work. They're in the process of doing taking their final steps to be completely open. The gifts are there, their abilities are there, the knowledge is there, but they're learning how to bring down those walls so they can then connect with their true self and anyone else who wants to communicate with them.
Okay.
I see 2 women and 2 men.
Okay.
And there's one male that's maybe in what to us would be like the 30s, age 30. There are 2 women and they're older. They're not really, they're more like in their 50s, 60s, and possibly 70s. It's hard to tell sometimes because when I see them, I see his energy. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to translate that into our 3D environment so people can understand.
Yeah.
So But I do see that that is their, and I do feel that that is their mission right now. That like they're right there. They're at the edge. They're just learning those last couple of tools or a couple of lessons so then they can be fully opened. And be able to also bring the vibration, increase their vibration to increase the vibrations of others around them.
Okay, they and more first the women first or one woman first?
There's I see two women and two men. The young, yeah. The second male, I would say he's in his between 50 and 60.
Hmm.
But the two women are past 50.
Okay.
More like late 50s, 60s, maybe early 70s, but not any younger than that.
Okay.
They've had to shed a lot through their lives, and they finally realizing that in order to be what and do what they came here for, they it's their time to start doing it.
Mhm.
And not worry about who, what, when, or where is said.
Okay, so they would like to talk because it's important for them, but more important for us about those lost lessons. They are not rookies; they're masters, so to speak. But they are learning something specific, and if possible, they would like to talk about that because it helps us to understand what the mission is about.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I have one speaking to me now.
Mhm.
Basically, they need to, or they're in the process of letting go what is anchoring them to 3D.
Mhm.
Their mission is to join in 5D and higher with their higher selves, with their true selves, their past or their present or their future true selves, and unite so then they could bring up more people to raise them.
Okay.
So they are integrating with their own selves.
Okay.
And that is what the last part of that lesson is, I guess. Because they have all the knowledge up here. But as humans, we sometimes think too much and not go with the heart. So they're working on letting go and bringing down those walls, spiritually and mentally and emotionally. And that is they're once they do that, they're going to be one of a few is what I got told, that are going to be lights, very bright lights.
Okay, Jess, something extra?
I've been working with their energies to help them in this process and integrating divine will. Excuse me. So I've been busy doing that.
Is it correct, Jess? You've been working with them conscious or unconsciously?
Consciously to a certain extent, but just opening their aura fields and their energy paths to allow this work to happen.
Okay. Miriam, something? No is an answer.
No, not yet.
Okay,
No.
good. Not sure whether we go to the second female or the male. Glenda.
They're saying flip a coin.
Okay.
Let's just take the male, make it
Okay.
divine feminine, divine masculine. All right. Interesting. All right, Miriam, the mail says you have been working with him unconsciously. You have been working with him in your sleep.
Mhm.
And he has also been working with you to bring you into a more healthier environment. So I don't know if at one point, you know, you had to travel or you had to move or whatever, but that's what he's saying. And he's also working on getting a bigger collective, not the collective, big collective, but the human collective, getting a bigger group together to start doing this type of work, to start increasing vibration as a unit. And from what I understand, this is one of the people you have been talking to without realizing it. And if I am correct, he is saying that within 3 nights sleep, you will know who it is, for you to keep something on by your bedside so you can write down, because it's going to come in a dream.
Nice.
Nice.
Looking forward. Yeah.
So, but he's just letting you know for, you know.
Get the feeling. I get the feeling.
Yeah, that's what we're doing today, is to get you a first feel, so you can recognize them. Is part of collective. Chess. It's more complicated for you, meaning you have connection with, I have literally have to say this, a bunch of collectives. Is that correct?
I haven't really thought about it as a collective.
Okay, we're going to have some fun. Collective one, connect. One, just connect with one.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, connect with two and feel the difference. Connect with 3.
Okay.
Connect with 4. Okay. And now the exercise, you can connect with a bunch, and we will stop counting.
Okay.
Just to have a feel that you can see, okay, this is this one, this is this one, this is this one. It's not that important, but for your knowledge and your 3D mind, and for the future to work with the people who are now in the room, it's important to understand the different fields, and you have to, I can't tell it in another way, so it's a joke. You have to work octopus-wise in the near future, or even today.
Okay.
Okay.
And Jazz, I'm seeing your white dragon coming in.
I'm sorry, say it again.
I'm seeing your white dragon coming in.
That's comforting.
So I had to mention it.
She's blessing the efforts that of the collective, this gathering. But she's also calling us to move beyond abstract ideas, if you will. She wants us to take definitive actions with our love, with our perceptions of what we hear and see.
Continue.
Yeah, I feel that what they're trying to do is tell us to, not a convention, but a big meeting. Like schedule it, announce it, and spread it around.
Yes.
So kind of like a Zoom or in person or both, huge meeting of spirits that are or beings that are like-minded to
That,
They are preparing a convention. Is that correct, what I hear?
yep.
mhm.
Yeah, and the meeting will be our test drive, so to speak.
Exactly. Okay, Miriam, we're gonna have also a test run. Is that okay for you?
Test run.
I will explain.
Mhm.
We are testing your connection within 3 nights, so we can do that now. So connect with tomorrow night, connect with tomorrow night, and connect with the third night in the future in 3, 2, 1. And what do you see? And
I see a lot of crystals.
Okay.
And it's I don't know if it's in space or underground. It is a vast full of light. These crystals are giving a lot of light and energy, and yeah, that is a place where we can be together.
yeah, very good, thank you. Something we were told on Monday before is that we went to the hollow earth, but that's a misconstruct of the human language, meaning exactly as Miriam said, it is here and not here at the same time.
Mhm.
So it's a misconstruct to call it in 3D in the hollow earth.
No.
And they called it hollow, the holy earth.
Holy
Yes, Miriam?
Yes, holy.
So it's a mix between hollow earth and holy earth. So it's here and not here at the same time.
Yes.
Okay, Chas, you need to connect with that construct.
What I'm getting is not unlike the mountain, an Alp mountaintop, but in the summertime where the green covers the sides with various wildflowers, and the scents are overwhelming.
Okay, sorry to be, I have to be specific for your training. Is that collective 1, 2, 3, or 4 you're connecting with?
8.
Okay, very good. So you know, just for the training, you know exactly who, when, why. So that's your new talent. Okay, back to Glenda.
Okay. Oh, and Miriam, the answer to the question that you have that you were thinking about is yes, but take it easy. Take it slow.
Mhm.
I felt the need that I had to say that because they're just pounding until I say it. Okay, so get back to that. Yes, there is a convention that they're
Yes.
planning for us.
Mhm.
They see it coming no later than US spring. I don't know how the time. So I would say no later than March, April, around April.
Mm.
That's the latest. They see a lot of people connecting, and it doesn't appear to be just one event. It appears to be different speakers, different channelers, different perspectives coming in.
Mhm.
I hear 3, so that to me means 3 days, maybe a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Who knows? Maybe in the middle of the week, but I hear 3. And I also see like a very big stage where the chairs are sat in a circular motion. And those that want to be actively participating will sit in that circle. And then the audience, for intense purposes, audience will be sitting here. And those are the people who want to be there, want to experience it, but are not ready to jump into it. There will be the background workers. I see us at least 50 in that round. Round setting. They will also be people in their homes or places or whatever. And I see 2 big screens where there's like the people themselves, say at home, are sitting in small groups. So this is not just a we have to be there in person or whatever. It's going to be what I call a hybrid convention.
Yeah, okay. That's a nice definition.
So, and a lot of real hybrids are going to also show up and make their presence known. And they're saying it's almost time to start setting dates. So we have plenty of notice and plenty of time for people to make their plans and do whatever or take whatever last steps they need to take to bring down those blockages or walls.
Okay, Miriam, do you see yourself in a symbolic way, maybe in a literal way? I don't know. Can you see yourself on a chair in that convention? I'm not speaking of moving or something, but energetically, do you see yourself on a chair?
Yeah, actually, I see the tarot card of the Queen of Pentacles.
Okay.
Okay.
That's very nice.
Okay, connect with that because you're going to work with that again with the same energy, which will start 3 nights from now. Thank you. Chess, you the same, but on a bigger scale, you have several chairs energetically or whatever.
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
I can see a leadership role, but I also see group discussion, leadership, and juggling those opportunities.
Exactly, juggling. See yourself juggling. Okay. Or it's again a report on it. So can you download that juggling file?
Receiving.
We'll wait until it's downloaded completely. Okay, thank you, Chess. What does that tell you, Glenda?
What it's telling me is that we are going to have the different groups joining one. The leaders of each group, per se, will lead discussions, and then those discussions are going to be brought up. Those points are going to be brought up into the bigger whole group. So each, for lack of wording, each group will be accounted for and acknowledged.
Okay.
And their perspective or their ideas are going to all be implemented because we're all working towards the same thing.
Okay.
And each group will have a unique representation. There'll be essences of people from each represented system.
Okay. Don't tell too much yet, meaning this is half private still, but I agree that Chaz and Glenda, you need to communicate on that, on let's call it on private or one-to-one conversations. Is that correct?
Acknowledge and correct.
Yes.
Okay. Not sure. Resetting to the meeting we are in.
I'm sorry?
I think we are resetting to the two males and females and back to the. So this subject is finished, but the meeting is not over.
Right. Yeah, because the rest of the stuff needs to be
off record.
Off record. Okay. So we're gonna slowly start coming down, but don't go all the way to 0. When you see.
No. We're not. The meeting is not over. Okay.
Oh no. We're going only to the purple.
Okay. Sorry.
Not 0 to the purple. When you see the purple, you stop. Okay. And now they're giving me the next coordinate.
Okay.
67211 violet, green, yellow.
Okay, good. I repeat 67211 violet, green, yellow. Wait. Okay, because the path is a little bit complicated. No problem. Let's. Okay, let's do it in phases. 6. Please follow me. 7. 2 is a kind of a jump. So try to feel a jump. Then 1 is a kind of mirror. So it's 1 twice. Okay. And if you're past that, violet, green, and yellow might be some orange or towards the red for other people. So that's personal. So don't take the yellow that strict. Okay.
Right. It's kind of like a sunset or a sunrise.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, for some it's brighter than for the other one.
Mhm.
Okay.
Miriam, how are you doing there?
Well, I feel that I'm sitting on a chair, it's a throne, and it's surrounded with these beautiful shapes of, yeah, different earth material in color. So it's not physical, but it is in another dimension, but all kind of shapes around me, and with all these colors, this violet, this yellow and orange, and but it is connected to earth, but it's earth in another dimension already.
Very good. Jazz.
I hyperlink to the same spot. And it's a very magical place. There is great beauty, but a depth in the beauty that is hard to describe. It's exquisite in its loving embrace of the divine's creation. It is where we will be in time if we do the work that we've been given.
Yeah.
Acknowledge. Correct. Now, the council is asking me to ask the council of nine, Eric, either or, to explain what or where we are.
Not an easy one, but I will try. Here we are. And it's even difficult to describe in 3D words because you will recognize this at first as a space. Then you will recognize it as a spot, a landing area, more abstract. But then, and try to go with me, it is a being. It is alive. And again, at first, it is one being, then it is a collective being, and then it's nothing anymore. But then again, it's conscious. So understand that we are past 3D definitions here, but still we continue is, let me explain it in a few different ways and merge them together. See conscious as conscious, that's one. See conscious as alive, that is two. See conscious as existing. As you see individuality, but drop individuality, but see as existing. how you see your individual existence. Okay, so cut the individuality, but keep the existence. Then it's just colors. It's the mix of colors. Then, as you see it often, but then again, very loosely, a portal. No, not a portal. A swirl. How do you call that?
Spiral.
A spiral. Yeah, a spiral, but a living one.
Mhm.
And then again, it's geometric, and then again, it's a triangle, and then again, it's a solid, and then again, there. And I know only those four of us will probably know what it is. There. I only can put it there.
Mm-hmm.
And I will stop there because that's beyond words, beyond every 3D, but there. And that's it. Thank you. Council of Mind out.
Thank you. To add to all three of you, it is existence at its purest form. It is 3D past, 3D present, 3D future. Different dimensions all together, living all are existing all at the same time. Time not as we on earth have it, but time as in space, meaning this very moment is happening with this very moment, with this very moment, this very moment, this very moment. All at the same time, the past, the present, the future happening now, being now, just being and existing. That is our true essence. Our true essence is not about the minute to minute or the minute to minute or the one thing to one thing. It is just about existing to our full, highest, existing conscious beings. Whether we are represented as a rock, or we're represented as a human, or we're represented as a galactic family member, whether we're represented as a flower, whether we're represented even as a color or a musical note. It is all integrated, united, and just existing. That is where, if we are doing the job that we came here to do, that is where we will be. All knowledge, all knowing, all feeling, all just in general existing and being.
Okay, and to add, and again, it may be confuse you, but we can try anyway. When a child asks his mother why, and the mother answers because. That's what Glenda meant. Why create this? Because. That's the feel there. Thank you. Miriam.
Yeah, about creation, it brings us all to this, yeah, this unnameable source that is there, if you go through all this, you come to this source energy that is constantly coming to us, bringing us further, spreading wider and wider and wider. Yeah, it's a movement. As you said, it is not, it is sound, it is color, that's what I feel, that we are in it.
Okay, thank you. Jess?
The image I'm getting is if you take a glass of crystal clear water and it's in a clear container, and anybody who's done anything with food dyes will get the analogy. It's as if you add one drop of red, and you watch how that dye moves gracefully through the water, and then you add another drop of a different color, and you watch, and you can feel yourself as the dye moving, because you're unique and yet you're integrating with all the other drops as they come in. And then imagine too that you're that drop of water that's come from the heavens to the pond, to the lake, to the river, and to the ocean eventually. And yet you keep that small, teeny tiny identity, and yet each time you're absorbing more of that which is as you travel down each aspect of that path. You never lose the core, and yet you've become so much greater in essence. And that's kind of my way of expressing some of what we're talking about.
Very good. They said it so nicely. We're all here understanding that individuals, when we get together, we become greater. And when we unite energy, we become bigger and more knowledgeable, more experienced, and more open. The more that we integrate, we slowly become that ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And that ocean can move mountains, it can move whatever. Yet it still stays very clear, very beautiful, and holds life.
Oh. Okay, a small reset. And if correct, we go to Jess. She has someone between something and someone online, and that wants to speak if correct. So it's a one-man show here.
Someone wants to speak to Glenda.
I'm present.
I'm getting a crone image, but one that is just so lovable.
Mm-hmm. You're getting long hair or short hair?
Well,
Yes, I could acknowledge and I know who it is.
Okay, give it 30 seconds to cast this.
She's giving you a threefold blessing.
It is okay to say what she says.
I give you the past in the seed, in the wisdom of who I am. I give you the present of the blossom in creation. I call you to rise to the essence beyond that which is. Be in love. Be strong. Lead with wisdom.
I acknowledge. I'm grateful. I am blessed. Okay.
Okay, and then one small, Miriam, it seems to be that someone is talking to you, but it's you talking to you, so to speak, and Jess, please assist in the same or a variant way as you did with Glenda.
You
Yes.
have an ancestor 8 generations past who's coming to you, from you, in you. She wants you to know that in spite of the heaviness that you may be feeling, it will pass quickly. And it is a tool to be able to do the present work that you're embarking. She will be present with you. She will walk the journey with you. She is you. You are strong. You will succeed. And do not ever be discouraged.
Thank you.
Blessings.
Bless you.
Back to Glenda.
So it is, want to point out, Miriam's ancestor, who is Miriam, was 8 generations back. The person that Jess channeled is also 8 generations back, and it is me.
Mm.
Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also hearing it is time people are backing away.
Yep.
So
We are done for today. Thank you. Council of 9 out, council out.
Council out. Thank you.
We bow to the four bows to us.
Yes. And we go slowly down to 0. Slowly. Don't go too fast. You don't want to get dizzy. Blessings and namaste. Thank you to all here.
Namaste.
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 And now thank you to our audience and those that are participating. Please stay on for a minute. Our audience, please, if you feel the call or you feel so moved, join us so we can get that unification of energies to raise the world's vibrations, not just Earth, but all of the other universes in general, all beings. Thank you, Council of Nine. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Jazz. Thank you, Miriam, and all those beings that were willing to come and help us today and show us the way. Namaste, blessings, and always with love.